So walk your feet a little bit closer to your bum than maybe you normally might start on this. Feet hip width apart, and then just take a pelvic tilt. So it's like a massage for the lower back. Try and get the shoulders relaxed. So just here we go, we're just mobilizing the lower back. If you're ready, start to lifting up the hips, pulling in the core with this, take the arms up over the head, find some length at the back of the neck. And we're just going to go all the way back down with the arms and slowly lower vertebrae by vertebrae down to the floor, and then we'll go again. So pelvic floor in, and then lift, strengthening lower back. Here, get that length at the back of the neck. Now, option here if you want to progress, straighten one leg, squeezing in the glutes. Then, like last week, alternate on the arms. So if we can go for 6 alternations. Keep the control. Keep the hips still. Try not to let the shoulders wiggle. And then slowly lower yourself all the way down. Pelvic tilt, and then we go again onto the other side. Lift, arms up and over, length at the back of the neck. Lengthen the other leg. Again, squeezing in the glutes. Alternate with the arms. Stay still in those hips. Don't let the shoulders wiggle. Then when you're ready, bring the arms down, lower vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down. Hug knees into chest. Just take a slow circle, so draw the knees out to the outsides of the mat. And it's almost like the lower back gets pressed in again. It's like a massage. Circling the knees. A nice gentle way in for the hips as well. So we're going to go for our 5 sets now. So place the feet down. Now you can take them further away. So not like a shoulder bridge. We want right angles underneath the knees. And what we did last week is we worked with the chest lift. So fingertips behind the head. Breathing out, lift. Try not to think about pushing the head forward. So try and think about rib cage going down to hips. Then lift one leg to tabletop, other leg to tabletop. Then leg down, and then release. So we're just preparing ourselves. Chest lift, lift, and lift. Down, down, and release. 2 more. Chest lift, leg lift, and down. Hips are nice and still here, and we're imprinting. And release. Last one. Chest lift, and lift, down, and down. Think about the right angles behind the knees, and release. Okay, 4 toe taps, 8 pulses, and an 8-second hold. I'm going to start in beginner's layer. 4 toe taps. Ready? 4 and 3. Shoulders relaxed. And 2 and 1. Lift head and shoulders. Pulse the arms. Pull in the tummies. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slide hands to knees. So it's that working a little bit with the chest lift here. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Ready to go again. Option here to go up to tabletops. 4 toe taps. 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Lift and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straightening legs if you choose. And reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. And we go again. 4 toe taps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding that pelvic floor. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten legs. Reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Here we go again. 4 toe taps. 4, 3, 2. Hips are still. 1. Lift and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten legs. Chest lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Last time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten legs. Reach. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Take a full body stretch. Just interlink the thumbs here. Arms around your ears. And just point toes. Squeeze glutes. And see if you can almost, you've got the thumbs interlinked, see if you can pull the arms away from the ears, away from each other. But keep the thumbs interlinked. So we've got lots of tension in here. Scrunch up the face, pull the tummies in. Big deep breath in. And then breathing out, just let go of the thumbs. Arms can go out a little bit more like an X shape here. Turn your feet out to the sides. Just relax all the muscles. A couple of relaxing breaths. Bending knees in, we're going to go to our heel slide, so hips are still, imprint lower back down, pelvic floor and TVA in, slide one heel away, then recenter, and then over to the other side. So we're going to do a bit of a combination of something I did at the end last week, and we're going to put it into these heel slides. So I'll give you a little beginner's layer to start with. So hands just resting, fingers resting behind the head. And we're going to work with the chest lift. So extend the leg away, then chest lift, and then lower it down. Extend the leg away, and then chest lift, and lowering down. So we can work with this move, and we feel like we're getting the rib cage down a little bit down towards the hips. So then we've got this other option now. Step 2 is arms down by your side and start to lift them up towards the bent knee and release them back down. Slide them up to the bent knee and bringing them back down. Try and keep the hips nice and still, like you would, and the same amount of imprint with the lower back. So if you want more now, is you slide up to the bent knee and then you lift up and see if you can just touch the toes and then come all the way down. So it's almost a combination of a single leg stretch and like a roll down. So last week I did this at the end. So all the way down, slide the hands up to that bent knee and then take them up towards the foot as well. Breathing out to lift. And breathing in to come all the way back down. Three more. And you can obviously use your leg as well. If you want to walk up your leg, you can. And then hold on as well. And release. Coming back to holding onto the knees, a couple of circles again. Just release lower back. And from here we'll go to our double leg stretch. So just take the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, let the arms go over the head, like you're doing that full body stretch. And then coming back to center. Breathing out as they go over. See if you can keep the chest down, knit ribs together. Adding in, you've got the double leg stretch, straightening out both legs. Breathing in, coming back to center. And then breathing out, extend. Same amount of imprint here on the lower back, so keep thinking about that connection there, the pelvic floor in, the tibia in, lower back, connecting to the mat. Two more. cactusing out the arms or T-shape the arms, bending knees, breathing out, drift the knees across, and then extend out to the corners of the room. So we did a little bit of a spine twist earlier on our side, so I thought we'd just work a little bit more hamstring IT band with this move. Keep working with the imprint, especially on that center point. Breathe out into your extension. 2 more. Last one. Placing feet down, then we'll hamstring stretch, so one leg up to the ceiling. See what you can get hold of. Maybe it's thighs, maybe it's calf muscles. I haven't run all week, so I don't feel very tight today. I feel very loose. It's kind of strange. A little bit of a circle here in the foot. So just a little bit of a stretch on the ankle. And the other way around. And then taking it to the glutes. So flex the ankle, place that foot just across on the top of the knee. And then either if you want more, you could hold underneath, or sometimes just here is enough and just pushing the knee away, but try not to let the whole hip kind of shift, so keep the hips nice and still. So keep pulling in on the core with that one. Should find your glute stretch in there. Keep that foot flexed as well, the top foot. And then on your next out breath, just let this whole position just drift to the side, so that the foot that was up then drops down to the floor. So this is a super nice hip stretch. And then the opposite hand, just if you can T-shape it or cactus it out, just to get your chest stretch in there as well. And then you'll be holding onto your ankle with the other hand. You can look in the other direction for your neck release. Just take one more deep breath here. Then bring that all the way back up to center, and we'll do those 3 stretches on the other side. So we start with the hamstring. So see if you can get to the same, if you can, on the same amount of stretch with this one. Circling in the foot, just for a bit of an ankle release. If you're feeling a little bit tight, just get that little bit of reaction from the hamstring. So push at the back of the knee, hold like 6 seconds. And then breathe in and then breathe out, let it go. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. Just lengthening out any of the exhales as well on the breath. Into that glute stretch, so flex in the ankle, place that foot just above the knee. And again, whichever suits you, so whether you are holding onto the ankle and pushing the knee backwards, not backwards, backwards isn't the right word, away from you. Try and keep the hips nice and still, we're not kind of bending, toeing in the hips. Or whether you're wrapping under and holding on. Just be aware, if you wrap under, hold on, sometimes the chin lifts up to the ceiling. So you almost want to cushion under your head, or think a little bit there about the length under the back of the neck. One more breath here, and then just allow it to fall to the side. Need a little bit of space. So the foot comes to the floor. T-shape or cactus out the arm. Look to the other side, chest stretch. Very juicy hip stretch. 3 deep breaths. Gently bring that all back up to center. Hug knees into chest, and if you can, rock yourself up to a seated position. Check on the time. So a couple of little rollbacks, but we're staying nice and curled up like a ball. So if you're not rolling back, it's C-shape the spine down, and then lifting yourself up, lift chest, shoulders back. If you're going to roll back with me, holding onto the shins, C-shape the lower back, rock yourself back, and then see if you can come back to that hover. Pulling in the core, 3 more. Rocking back, vertebrae by vertebrae, try and get that lower back to echo each vertebrae down to the mat. Back to your hover. 2 more. And last one. Facing this way then. Crossing the legs. Now I've got a different twist actually. So one leg straight, not the crossing leg, sorry. Other knee bend. Now option here, just hug the knee into your chest, lift chest, shoulders back. If you're happy to, you can take the foot across. It depends how your hips are, things like that. So you're hugging knee into chest, and then it's the opposite elbow, wrap it round. Now use your fingertips to take this hand around the back of the body, and then you're going to look behind you. It's pretty easier for me to show you that way. So a couple of things to think about here. So for this leg that's straight, flex the foot up to the ceiling. So really get a bit of flexion, it engages the hamstring. And this foot, the knee that's bent, engage that foot. So hoover at the mat with the bottom of the foot. So again, we're using the fingertips to get your fingertips down. Breathing in, get tall in the spine, like we do in a spine twist. But breathing out, work further into your twist. One more breath. So breathing in, get nice and tall. And breathing out, so if you can find yourself a bit further around in your twist. And then we'll go to the other side. Same setup, one leg straight, flexing up the foot, now either hugging in the knee or foot across. Opposite elbow hugs round. Get yourself up nice and tall, use your fingertips. Keep that flexion in that ankle. Hoover, engage with the other foot. Breathing in, get tall. And then breathing out for your twist. 3 more deep breaths. And you can always adjust your fingertips. If you feel like you're getting further around, you want to play, you want to push, you can just adjust the hand, adjust the fingertips. One more breath. Unravels. Just a seated position. I just want one more time go through those mudras that we did at the beginning, but the double ones. So starting with like making a little kind of cave, so it's actually cupping the fingers, and then bringing them together. Bring them to heart center. Shoulders down and back, lift up the chest. And then it's kind of opening of giving, this idea of giving. Then it's crossing the fingertips over. So you get a little bit of a stretch there on the fingers. And then coming to heart center and opening. Opening all the fingers, little fingers touch, thumbs touch. And then closing, opening, crossing them over, and then opening like a lotus. Try not to hold the breath. Last time. Closing at heart center, giving, crossing them over, and just opening at heart center. Palms together, namaste.